Matt, it's that time of year we want to talk Roth conversions. Today, 3 considerations before making a Roth conversion. Roth accounts are an amazing tool when it comes to creating wealth, and Roth IRAs are not subject to RMDs, and they can pass on to your heirs tax-free. If you are debating a Roth conversion, here are a few things to consider. First, what will your future tax rate be?
That is a good question. And I think we can all make a good case that it's a high probability that it will be higher than it is today. The
Right.
current tax rates are set to expire in 2025, meaning in 2026 we could potentially have new and higher tax rates, which probably go back to the old one that we had previously, and that was definitely higher than where we're at right now.
Right. All right. Next consideration. Ask yourself when you'll need access to those funds.
Yeah, so if we do a Roth conversion, we can't touch it for 5 years. But really, the way we do it, the Roth bucket is our last bucket. It's our later in life bucket. So that's usually not an issue or concern because we want to make sure you have appropriate buckets in your retirement planning. But yes, so we do want to make sure that we're building a long-term growth bucket. And that's why we really consider doing a Roth conversion.
Right. Because that money grows tax-free. So the
That it
longer
does.
you can
That
not
it
touch
does,
it.
yes. And we don't have to do RMDs. No RMDs or anything like that on the Roth bucket.
All right. So also when considering a Roth conversion, it comes down to one important question. Do you want to pay tax on that account, or do you want your beneficiary to pay the tax? And then you have to consider their future tax rate.
Exactly. Yeah. So one of the best accounts for passing on money to the kids is a Roth IRA, because again, it's tax free, and depending on where they're at in life, you don't want to be in a situation where your traditional beneficiary IRA that is taxable is bumping them up into another tax bracket based on where they're at in life. So the green money, the tax free money no one complains about getting tax free money, and
No,
all
that's
of us
amazing. Right.
could use a little bit more.
Right. Okay. So now, just to drive home this point, we are living in a historically low tax rate. Many financial experts believe the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 reduced federal income tax rates to the lowest they may ever be, and these cuts are set to expire at the end of 2025.
That is correct. And I love that chart. I mean, if we go back and look at the chart, you see how high taxes have been in the past, 94% at the end of World War II. And the other thing to point out is this is just a federal tax. I mean, if you live in a state, I live in Washington, thankfully we don't have it. Don't get me wrong, they're trying to do it, but right now we don't. It's another 10% easy depending on where you live. A third of your money is going to taxes in retirement. Your biggest enemy in retirement financially is really taxes. Looking at this chart here, we have today's rates. Let's just pick someone making right around 100 grand. You're at 22% tax bracket today. That's going to 25, throw in your state tax. I mean, again, a third of your money. So we want to pay taxes today. If the rule of thumb is this: if taxes go up 1% higher in the future, then it penciled to do the conversion today. We save that 1%.
Right.
If it's flat, then it's a wash. We had nothing to lose.
Right. And let's remind everybody, when can you make a conversion? When does it have to happen?
Has to be in the calendar year. So it's not
Yeah.
like the tax filing deadline where we have for contributions. It
Right.
has to be done in that calendar year. So now's the time. That's why we're doing this. Let's get it done before December 7th. That's a good goal. That way you are building your long-term future bucket today.
Okay. Matt, if somebody would like to crunch the numbers with you, get that conversion going, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Give me a call, 425-256-3105, or throw me an email at mberkland@shoesvault.com.
Great. Matt, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.